Welcome back to part 2, Jack's Crash with Dylan Cartlidge.
ASMR edition.
ASMR edition.
Say it all together.
ASMR edition.
There you go, beautiful. I like the tour de la bella Macarena, cause I'm buena. I like the tour de la Macarena, hey Macarena.
So a question that I sometimes ask my family, right? I think I asked you this, Ollie, as well. But if you could have any pet and it was like really loyal to you, and it was just a brilliant pet, but it also had like all the instincts that you'd want from a wild animal, like a wild version of that animal, which animal would you pick?
That's a good question.
I would have said polar bear.
See, I said
I would have said a bear too. To be fair, I would have said a bear as well, like a panda bear maybe.
Like,
because that can defend
panda
you.
bear. A panda bear's sick because like they're not
sick,
brutal,
right?
but if they wanted to be, I reckon they could fuck you up.
Yeah.
My problem with them is they can't swim though, can they?
No, that's true. I don't think they can swim. But at least you just have to like grow bamboo for the rest of your days because they absolutely nap that stuff.
You'd have a garden full of fucking bamboo trying to feed him with all that shit. I actually saw a photo of a guy on Instagram who fought a bear and won. Well, he won apparently.
What?
So they were out like...
What, a bear?
Yeah, so they were out in the snow, like they were on like snowmobiles, and a bear had attacked them. And the bear, I think the guy, it doesn't say how he did it, but the guy like had wrestled with the bear and ended up killing the bear, but he had his whole face ripped off. And there's a photo of his face, and his face is like hanging off. And then there's like photos, like there's a video of him sitting there, and he's like his mouth isn't even together, and he's trying to talk. And then there's like photos from like years later where they've stitched his face back up, and he's got scars, but he looks basically normal. And I was thinking, imagine being that one man saying like no story can top the story of you won a fight with a bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like write a brilliant book about it.
It's like the film The Revenant, literally just like that, where like a bear attacks you and you fucking win a fight with a bear.
Have you heard this other thing about Pablo Escobar? Have you ever heard about the hippos?
Yes, no. Yeah.
Wait, what happened with the hippos?
So basically, Colombia has got like a problem now with hippos because Pablo Escobar had his own personal zoo. Like, it was that crazy. He had his own personal zoo, and he just imported animals from everywhere, like illegally. And after, like, obviously he was killed and everything, they got rid of them. But basically, these hippos just became like wild and just like started like basically mating and like, you know, procreating or whatever. And now there's like the giant hippo problem in Colombia because of like this one crazy drug lord, like, because he brought these hippos over and now they can't get rid of them and they're literally like an invasive species. And so in Colombia, in these cities and stuff, there's like these wild hippos running around and they can't like control them or anything. Actually offered to play like the entirety of Colombia's national debt. Because
as well, when he got arrested in the series Narcos, they like go for it. When he got arrested, they like, he made a deal with the government that said he could build his own prison and that he paid his own prison guards. So basically, he just had a holiday where he was in holiday for like a year, and they built his own prison. He had his own prison guards, and he also said that the police of the government weren't allowed to come closer than like 100 yards to the prison. And then he just, from inside his prison, him and his mates just ran their drug company from inside the prison, which made it mean like he could even earn even more money because he was no longer running from the police because he was stuck inside.
One of the most craziest individuals in history, right? One of the most crazy stories in history, like hands down. Yeah,
there's a photo of him and his son stood outside the White House. And someone's taking a photo of those two, like just posing outside the White House, whilst being an international criminal. So ballsy.
You got any pet peeves?
I don't necessarily like mind people that do it, but I find it really cringy. Like you know, a lot of the musical theatre stuff. I find like a lot of the you know, like, obviously it's supposed to be that way, but a lot of the storytelling and stuff like just super on the nose. And it's kind of like buttons and belts. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of just daft. It's like Nana, I've broke out in wells. Buttons and belts. And I'm like, oh fuck, you know, stop. And then everyone's like, what? And you know, there's people that are like too into Disney. You know, the people that
they
can't
love
control
it.
themselves. That like, you know, that like it was cool when you were watching Pocahontas or when you're crying to Bambi when you're a kid, but like when you were like 42 years old and you've had children for the sole purpose so that you can get dressed up as Mickey Mouse and go to Disneyland, like have a word with yourself, like sort your crack out. Like there's something seriously going on there. You know what I mean?
That is so good.
The kind of people that can't, the kind of people that can't sit down and watch Hostel, but they'll sit there and watch like Walt Disney and like exploit third world children all day. You know what I mean? I'm like, get out of here! Like, get out of here!
And they're like you said, their only purpose of reproducing was so that they could carry on their Disney fantasy. Because they can't be seen going through Disneyland by themselves, so they've got to reproduce so they can go to Disneyland again.
Is it right that you used to want to be a? So I was watching the trailer for the Red Car documentary.
Yes.
You wanted to be a orthopedic surgeon, is that right?
Literally, I was like, I wasn't. I didn't go that far down the path, but I was literally like, I was going to go to. I'd picked the college I was going to go to. I've been accepted. I was going to do Latin. I was going to do maths. I was going to do biology, med school, and then last minute I was like, I'm going to go and do a Btec diploma in music performance, and I'm going to be a rapper. Like, that was literally it. And I was like, I'm just fooling myself with this BS, because it was kind of like, I was just like, that was just like an arbitrary goal that I'd set myself, because it sounded like something that people would respect me for, or that I would be kind of like seen to do, that would be like I don't know, have some sort of status or meaning to other people, and not really myself, to be honest.
Are you glad that you didn't become an orthopedic surgeon?
100%, because I probably would have just been probably a half-baked orthopedic surgeon, or just like flunking off in med school, or like cutting people open, being like, oh, I'm cutting you open and I'm like fixing these bones, but the reality is I want to be a rapper. Like,
all you do is you're just rapping in your head,
making up raps in your head,
banging about on the bones, sort of ripping this out, ripping
arms
that.
Are heavy, mom spaghetti.
I think the worst, most sort of self-absorbed, pretentious, shit-stained fuck that it is the BBC The One Show. I fucking despise
Andrew Marr, bro.
The
Andrew
One
Marr. Don't get me started with that, brother. Like, I think he feels like he's the absolute like.
Andrew
Marr,
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like the jewel in the eye of like the nation.
Yeah.
It's like Andrew Marr here. It's like no one gives a shit. You're just a meme, mate.
Shut it.
Oh, dude, I remember seeing I was watching. I don't know if you guys follow football. I was watching and I can't believe this didn't blow up, but I was watching like a game last year or whatever, and it was like Sky Sports, and Jamie Carragher was like trying to be funny and self-aware and tried to do some kind of dance, and he was like, oh, hey, watch it, I'm going to be called a memes. I'm going to be a meme.
Oh god.
A meme.
Oh god.
Oh, I think I have seen that actually. That's
God.
I was like, nah, just stop, dude.
I saw a video of Jamie Carragher where he was on like Danish TV or something, and
and he swears. Doesn't he?
and they're like, you're allowed to swear on Danish TV. He's like, because he's like, you can say that word on Danish. They're like, you can say anything on Danish TV. He goes, can I swear?
Can I swear?
Like, yeah. He goes, shit, and then he sort of giggles to himself, and I'm like, oh.
I do like
where would be your ideal unconventional holiday destination?
Fucking hell.
Like
That's
an
a
idea
really
of an idea of a holiday that's just like something that like you wouldn't usually think to do, but you'd really like to. Like, I'd really like to go like some kind of like winter, or like a holiday to like a village in the Scandinavia or something, with the big lakes and the fjords and stuff, or like a little snow cabin somewhere. Like, that's my jam.
That sounds sick.
I'd love to go to like
all those.
I'd love to go to Tokyo. I feel like
that'd be pretty cool.
Fucking sick.
Japan is such an amazing. Like, I saw James May's like. He did this thing on Amazon with like going to like Japan, and it looks so sick.
Japan.
It's so sick. Like, all of it looks. He's very funny. And it looks so sick. Like, all of it's like such a cool place. I like a cold place, but I'd like just going somewhere like South America, like Brazil or somewhere, to see like the Amazon or something.
Another thing, you know how you just we were just saying about like those basic like Tinder bitches who put like, or want to go to Disneyland, or like the Michael McIntyre lovers among us. Another thing that those basic bitches put in their Tinder bios is, what is it? It's like, reply with your best line or something like that. And that really fucks me off, right? Because like, I'm only on Tinder for the swiping anyway. I don't really message anyone. I just like the power that I get. But then you are now asking me, right, to come up with my best. Like, fuck off! I've seen about 20 of them. I've seen about 20 bios. It's like, reply with your best line.
The ones I find worse. So I've literally just gone on Tinder now, literally just to find one, and the first one I found encompasses the ones I find annoying as well. She said, just like sitting on dick, is that not why we're all here? Those sort of ones really piss me off, because it's like they're trying to be funny and trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm not too serious about this all, and it's like those sort of ones are just like, if I read those on Instagram, I'm just like, nah, get left. Like, I'm not.
Dude, those type of people are like the kind of people that, like, I don't know, the you know, the people in the neighborhood or the people in the town that just are always moaning, the kind of people that just like stand outside when it's raining just to see how wet it is. Like they literally go on Tinder, like they're the same people that say, Tinder's blah blah blah, Tinder's this, and then they're like, I'm just going on it for the lols.
Sat there
blah,
and
blah,
they're
blah.
like,
I know who this is.
Yeah.
I know.
And then they're proper into like, impress
people,
me. I don't need emotional satisfaction.
The people who do that are the people who say that the new 1975 album is good.
If you had to pick one show, like one TV show from your childhood, what show would you keep? And you have to get rid of all the other shows. What show would you keep?
Yo, this is a crazy one because I feel like kids' TV shows are the maddest things, and like I feel like if I was gonna pick something, like I feel like low key I'd want to be like I'd want to pick like Beyblade or something. But in reality, the show I found the most interesting, like as a kid and as an adult, was like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like that was like the weirdest,
I never really watched
craziest
that one, but
thing I'd ever seen, and I just feel like there's something like morbidly curious about it that I feel like, who the hell made that TV show? Like that's crazy. SpongeBob was pretty fun. Like SpongeBob was.
Yeah,
SpongeBob was amazing. I love SpongeBob.
I think SpongeBob is elite. What was the one? Was it like Corey in the House?
Yes.
Oh, Corey in the House came from Raven.
Yeah, That's So Raven.
That's So
Yeah.
Raven. It was her brother that got like a thing in the White House. But That's So Raven was sick as well.
I think my like guilty pleasure from my childhood is probably Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah,
That
was a show of its own. That was incredible. Me and my sister used to watch like Hannah Montana all the time. And there's an episode where Rico and what's Hannah Montana's friend called? Not the girl, the boy.
Ollie, like he's got
Ollie.
black hair.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
They basically are like they have two different stands at the start of the show, and they're like one of them selling jerky, like beef jerky, and the other's selling cheese.
I remember this.
And they like something happens and the two stools fall over and their beef and jerky fall together. Then their cheese and
then
jerky.
they make like the perfect.
And they make the perfect stand, which is cheese and beef jerky. And they do
Don't
a
they
rap.
make like a rap about it as well?
And
Yeah.
me and my sister know the rap to it, and we learnt the rap, and we used to sit there like for ages, like rapping the verse to it. Like we used to watch this episode. I do know bits of it. Yeah.
Go on then.
I don't. How does it start? Hold on.
He's
like,
gonna be flamed.
He's like. Hold on.
This is gonna be absolutely cool.
Oh, I should get my sister on, and we should rap it together. He's like, I'm the man who had the beef, I'm the man who had the jerky. We put it all together, and dude, it really worky. Cheese jerky.
Yes.
I'm the man who had the cheese. I'm the man who had the jerky. We put them both together, and dude, it really worky. Cheese jerky. Say what? Say what? Cheese jerky. Say what? Say what? Mozzarella mousse, Swiss salmon, Gouda turkey. Just one taste, it'll drive you berserky. Cheese jerky. Say what? Say what? And that's all.
Well,
Thanks
Well,
again.
if you ever need anything, hit me up, and you know you got tickets to next shows.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, man.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
mate.
Peace out, boys. Take care.
See you later, man.
See you later.
See ya.
Ne touchez pas ma chaise, c'est pour un usage personnel seulement. Au revoir.